Hey, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to another episode of True Crime Tuesday with your host, me, Feminine and Fierce. That's why we didn't have the music because that's for malarkey. As you guys know, there's only two rules here: no malarkey and no spoiler alerts. Okay, I'll stop texting on here. It's weird. What do you mean, sissy? I didn't see your other ones. I'm having an issue ever since I was live Sunday night and unplugged uh, my docking station. It is now not working on my computer. So Ethernet is not working. Um, I don't know what I've done. I have tried everything between Sunday and today. I have tried everything. Like, I have taken everything apart, hooked everything back up, restarted it, restarted the computer, downloaded drivers, downloaded software. I've done everything. And for whatever reason, it is not picking up this docking station any longer. I actually had to redo how I could have my headset, because if you guys remember, when I unplugged it Sunday, I lost my headset, my ears, everything. I had to literally use just the computer, like, just the computer by itself. I had to use the speakers on the computer, the mic on the computer. So I have rewired it to where I can use my headset and have a different microphone, but the Ethernet, like, I don't know why it's not picking it up. It's actually driving me crazy. Like, I was cussing up a storm before I got on here because I have tried and tried, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not postponing. If the internet's shitty, then I might turn it off. But other than that, I'm coming live. Damn it, I'm coming live. Um, because I missed last night, which I didn't miss last night because of this issue, but I wasn't about to miss because of this issue. Like, hell no. Um, yeah, I did. Unplugged it, Lita, on Sunday night. I thought I was unplugging one thing and I unplugged the wrong thing. And ever since I did that, it screwed it all up. And I'm the one who installed all this shit. So you would think it would be an easy fix. But apparently I don't know what the fuck I've done. All I did was unplug it. You'd think once I plugged it back in it'd be good, right? Nope. Nope. Not at all. So I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to call HP and be like, hey, you're gonna have to walk me through this, because I'm pretty good with electronics and stuff, but I've tried everything. I've tried everything they tell you to try. Um, so I'm just going to call HP and have them run me through it, because I set it up myself and I did everything that I did to set it up. I've done it again. So it should do it, but it's not. It's driving me nuts because I hate doing the Wi Fi, because sometimes the Wi Fi can, when you're playing videos, it can kind of screw it up. But hey, we're going to try it out. If you're on Facebook, make sure you make your way over here. There is a link on the page that you can click and come on over. Yeah, I definitely was touching stuff. I thought I was unplugging something else, and I unplugged the actual. They look alike. The computer cord and that cord, they look almost identical, so I unplugged the wrong one. But yeah, that's my drama right now. That's about as much drama as I have in my life. Jesus. Um, call my producer. Yeah, I needed to call my tech team, damn it. Shout out to Linda, member for 4 months, finally catching alive. Hey. Glad that you're finally catching alive. But you guys know how we start this off. It's true crime, and as you guys know, true crime is always triggering, especially not especially. The case that we're talking about today is triggering, of course. So we always start out with a time waster, um, matching people to what crime they allegedly committed. So, without further ado, let's begin. If you're new here, all you have to do, there's five people at the top, two women, three men, from what I can tell, and there are five crimes that they each allegedly committed. Now, of course, they are innocent until being found guilty, or whatever, however it goes. I just want to put that in there. But we've got one, two, three, four, and five: failure to register as a SO, violating a protective order, theft, assault with a weapon, or driving while intoxicated. So the way you do it, you just say number one, failure to register. Number three, theft. I feel like number five might be the SO, but we'll see what you guys think. I feel like we will get 4 out of 5 on this one. Oh, don't jinx us, girl. Don't jinx us. Oh, this is so aggravating. I'm just waiting for it to pop up like the Ethernet's on and it's not popping up and it's making me mad. Um, it's pissing me off is what it's doing. Let me make sure it's plugged in on the other end because wouldn't that be a bitch if I'm over here bitching and it ain't even plugged in? Okay, it's plugged in on the other side. So I don't know what its issue is. All right, let me get in this chat. Okay, 5 is the SO. Okay, so you guys agree 5 is SO. Probably won't be. We'll see. Um, number 2 is theft. Okay, who violated the protective order? Assault with a weapon and driving while intoxicated. Ooh, you think 2 is the number 1 is driving while intoxicated. All right, we got failure or violating a protective order and assault with a weapon. 3 or 4. 3 or 4 is violating a protective order, and 3 or 4 is assault with a weapon. So 4 assault and violating an order. All right, let's see. 2 out of 5. I'll take it. I'll take it. All right, number 1, violating a protective order. Number 2, DWI. Number 3, theft. Number 4, assault with a weapon, which we got, and number 5, failure to register. Isn't it odd how we how like the failure to register popped out at us? We were like, "Oh yeah, it's definitely that guy. Definitely that guy." And honestly, looking at this now, with number 1's face, now it makes sense. Like he violated protective order and then he's going to make that face in his mugshot. Like you're strange, dude. You are strange. All right, we got the tie-dye crew up in here. All of them is tie-dyed. They're about to go to a tie-dyed party. But before that, they have to go to jail. So what do you think they went to jail for? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, 2 women, 3 men. Here are the charges they may have committed: battery, stealing, kidnapping, criminal mischief, or methadone possession. What do we got? What do we got? Right, Colette? 5 is kidnapping. All right, starting out strong. Battery is 3. Yeah, he looks like that other guy that violated a protective order with his little face. 2 is stealing. All right. Number 4 is we already got assault. Number 4, criminal mischief or methadone possession. Who's got the methadone possession? Who was it? It was Five's cornstarch that gave him away. Oh shit. 4 is Methiana and number 1 criminal mischief. Let's see, let's see. Oh, we got 0. Look at that. We got 0. All right, number 4 still has the corn mustache. So, he still has the corn stash. You just got it a little mixed up. Number 1's kidnapping. Number 2 is battery. Number 3 is criminal mischief. Number 4 is stealing, and number 5 is Methiana possession. Oh, look at that. Those were different. All right, there it is. And for you, that is the end of the road, Facebook. So if you haven't yet, you can find the link all the way at the top of the page. Just scroll up. Yeah, we're very bad, but that's okay. It just breaks the ice a little bit, gets us started. You did tell me, Judy. You did. You were right. Let's do another one. Thursday, we'll definitely do another one. But for now, I got to say goodbye to Facebook. And we're going to get right on into this story. This was actually tie-dye's pretty fun. It is fun. I would love I see these people that do like the intricate tie-dye and they have like 100 different rubber bands on there and they make like cones and I see this one guy that does it. Like I don't know how he does it, but he is amazing. Like he probably has, like I said, 100 different rubber bands tied, and he makes the most amazing things with tie dye. It's crazy. Hey, little birdie. Hey, everybody. Hey, Map. This was actually requested from Blicky. Blicky requested this one. I had just seen it when Blicky requested it, but I did not do true crime last week because of the holiday and everything. You do baby onesies. Oh, that's awesome, Valerie. So let's get right into it. As I said, major trigger warning on this one. This one's a little hard to watch. So yeah, but Blicky actually is the one that said for me to.
Pennsylvania. On January 26, 2024, a family of 5, a father, a mother, their 20-year-old son, and 2 young children under the age of 5, were living a normal day inside their home on 94th Avenue Northwest in Coon Rapids, Minnesota, completely unaware of what was coming their way, as a navy blue Nissan Altima pulled up outside, and 3 suspects stepped out, 2 of them dressed in UPS-style uniforms, pretending to be delivery workers while secretly planning a robbery. A plan that would, within minutes, explode into a brutal encounter that would shock the entire community.
Our coverage is brought to you by Morgan & Morgan. A crash, including help is all you don't pay. Your case could be worth...
Seen by the public before.
What's crazy is while they're knocking, obviously they're used to people knocking and not answering the door because you can see them walking around while they're knocking. And the saddest part about it for me is that they almost left. See right there, he was like, "Let's go." They were leaving.
One of the victims steps out, apparently completely unaware the delivery is a setup.
He said, "It ain't no big dog, is it?" Well, Lord, child, you could see it right in front of you.
Ain't no big dog, is it? Not yet. Who's big dog? Hey, check it out. Come on. No move. No move. Move your hand. Move your hand. Move your hand. Open the window. Move like that. Wait. Open the door. Move on the floor. Hey, don't move.
The home security camera captures the 3rd suspect come up the driveway after he's waved in by the other men.
Come on. She's right there. I'm not, I swear I'm not. I swear I'm not. Una pistola a mi hijo. ¿Eh? Tienen una pistola a mi hijo. 2 morenos. Mom. Yeah. Please. Oh, don't do anything, please.
The mother managed to call 911, leaving the line open so dispatchers could hear what was happening as the chaos unfolded.
911, what's the emergency? Hello?
Oh my gosh. Give me the money. And I ain't playing. Look. I know. Hey, Mario Alberto. Come on with the money, man.
Okay. Ow!
Stop playing with me.
Ow!
Give me the money.
Okay.
I'm gonna smack out you.
Please don't. I will give you whatever you want.
Go give me the money then.
Okay, that's okay.
Come on. You get when you move
Oh
too.
my
Get
God.
up.
I'm getting up.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna smack out your son.
Oh, okay, I'm going.
Come on in.
Okay.
All right, where the money? Go get it. Ain't playing. Go get it.
It's right here.
Get it. Come on. Open it.
Ow!
Hey, lay your foot down. Don't move.
No.
Yeah, hurry up.
Sit down. Just hold it. Sit down. If you move, open. Where is that? This ain't all the man. You finna play with me, so I gotta go violate it.
No, please
Okay.
don't. Like, that's all the money we have.
This ain't nothing.
That's all we have.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
oh, it's all we have. Oh my God, it's all we have. Oh my God, no. Oh my God, no. It's all we have. Oh my God.
With no mercy, one of the intruders turns on the father, 39-year-old Mario Alberto Trejo Estrada, and a single shot to the head ends the home.
Where are my babies?
I have money for you.
Where are my babies? Where are my babies?
I have money for you.
Where are my babies?
That poor baby's reaction to each pew pew, like the way because I'm sure it's loud. I'm sure it makes his ears ring whenever it rings out in their home. And the fact that they just did that to his mother in front of him, now his brother, that last one was his brother. The older one that answered the door was actually the woman's older son. It sounded like the little boy was telling him, like, get out. He literally chased them to the door. I'm just glad that they did not mess with the children.
Terrifying footage continues as the intruders turn their violence toward the mother and her 20-year-old son, all while the two young children are still in the home. The victims are later identified as 42-year-old Shannon Patricia Youngworth and her son, 20-year-old Jorge Alexander Reyes Youngworth. Leaving the two young children in a state of unimaginable trauma, the intruders rushed to destroy evidence before fleeing the scene, unaware that nearly every moment of their crime had already been captured on camera. Meanwhile, inside the home, a heartbreaking act of bravery unfolds. The older child, despite being just a toddler himself, pulls his little sibling away, shielding them from the sight of their mother on the floor. A moment of pure innocence and instinct, leaving investigators and everyone who later watched this footage stunned. Just minutes later, officers arrive at the house after being dispatched to the 911 call placed by the mother, unaware of what they are about to walk into.
Police department! I heard kids screaming in there. Police department! 1409, give us the channel for now. I got a male down on the ground. I got blood.
Grab the police! Police department!
Hey, come here, kid. Come here, buddy. Come here, 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 come here. Yep. I think they're dead. Come here. There's another kid. Come here, buddy. Come here. There's another kid. Come here, buddy. So he's through the kitchen. Hey, buddy! I can see his diaper now. He's a little closer. No, he's pretty far in there. You see his diaper? See it on the ground.
I can't see past it. Come up there with you.
Yep. Stay with the kid for now. We're gonna get you another kid here in a second. Hey, buddy, come here. Come here, bud. Come here, bud. Kyle, cover me. Hey, buddy, come here. Come here, bud. Come here, bud. Kyle, cover me. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. Come here. I need you to come with me.
We're trying to get the kid out.
Come here, bud. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come here. Come here. I got candies. Come on. Come here. Yeah. Come here. It's okay. It's okay. Come on. Come here. Come here, kiddo. Come here, kiddo.
Walking
Come here.
1309. You've got 2 more cars from this area. 31.
Come here, bud.
After rescuing the 2 young children, officers were faced with a horrifying scene. 3 victims, each killed by a gunshot wound to the head. The house was immediately secured, and investigators began meticulously collecting evidence, including physical items and surveillance footage from cameras throughout the home, in an effort to identify the perpetrators. The navy blue Nissan Altima was traced to 39-year-old Alonzo Pierre Mingo, who was arrested later that day after being spotted leaving his Fridley residence. Further investigation, including home surveillance, DNA evidence, and cell phone records, led law enforcement to the 2 other suspects, brothers Omari Malik Shumpert and Demetrius Trenton Shumpert, both of whom were arrested shortly thereafter. All the evidence, from security footage to forensic and digital data, pointed directly to the Shumpert brothers, who had tried.
They must have had the cameras inside the home hidden, because you could see them at the end when they leave. They try to tear the camera off of here. Like there's a camera up above the door they try to tear off, but they must have not been able to see the cameras all through the home. And why do you have cameras all through your home and outside your home if you're just a normal house?
Tried to cover their faces, leading straight to the interrogations.
Do you know the incident I'm talking about?
No.
Okay. So you have no idea about...
I know that somebody got locked up.
Who got locked up?
Somebody is a name that you saying.
Who got locked up?
The name that you saying. You said somebody's name Alonzo or something like that.
Okay. And you know Alonzo?
Yeah, a little bit. I know of him.
Okay. You knew more of just of him, right? You guys go way back.
No.
To Chicago.
I'll say yeah.
I won't, you know, somewhat of the same level of respect, right?
Yeah, but
we do our
like you saying way back, like basically like friends, anything like that? No.
Not friends.
No.
All right, but you've known him all the way back to Chicago, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you living now?
Huh?
Where are you living now?
Alone in Minneapolis.
When's the last time you talked with Alonzo?
I'm gonna say like a month ago or something like that.
A month ago?
Like a month and a half, I think.
A month and a half ago?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a lie. So that was already on camera. That was already put on the news. It already showed Alonzo shooting a person.
Right.
Okay? I don't know if I explained it well to you or not, but the more information I tell you, the less you can tell me to
No,
help.
but I was saying you can't tell me about that because I heard about it. The whole world know about it.
Sure.
That's everywhere you go. Everywhere. Hey, you heard about what happened? Somebody got killed in Coon Rapids. 4, 5 people. How many more people got killed? I don't know.
Okay.
So what did I do?
You were there.
Wasn't there.
You were. I mean, you're probably not going to take my word for it or anything, but I'm not lying to you. I'm not making stuff up. We had the pull camera. Well, we didn't. Somebody had a pull camera in the house. When we see you pull up, we see the 3 of you get out, walk up to the house, it's just you and Alonzo. He knocks on the door. They don't come to the door at first, and you start walking away. As you guys are partway down the street, or partway down the driveway, he comes outside, so you guys walk back. Okay? On the door there was a camera. And you had gloves on, you had a mask on, but we're still able to tell it's you.
With a mask on.
Yeah. Okay?
Not him saying with a mask on, like he thought he was covered.
And then, who'd you wave up?
I didn't wave nobody.
You're sitting in the car and you waved him up.
You said I was sitting in the car?
No, he was sitting in the car. The third person was sitting in the car and you waved him up.
I don't know.
Okay?
I don't know who that was. I don't know who that was with no mask on, but it showed it wasn't me. You didn't ask me where was I at, or was I somewhere else, or nothing.
Where were you? I know where you were, but where were you? And then I'll follow up on that. And
you know I was there already, right? That what you said?
I do, but if you're saying you're somewhere else, you tell me where you were, who you talked to, and I'll follow up with them and rule you out. That's only fair, right?
That's crazy. You say on the 13th?
The 26th. January 26th.
I know I wasn't there. I wasn't at nobody else. I wasn't at nobody's house.
Okay. We go in a crime scene, the whole 9 yards. You're touching your face. You're hitting the.
Can I see?
Yeah, I'll grab them.
You said I'm hitting what?
You're touching your face. You got a mask on. Yeah. You're touching your face. You're touching the lizard cage. You're touching your face. You're touching different areas. You're breathing through the mask. Okay. We're getting to the point of the evidence is mounting up so high, it's hard to get out from it. Okay. There's also audio, and you can be heard on there saying, "Ain't no big dog, is it?"
What?
Ain't no big dog, is it?
What do that mean?
Ain't no big dog, is it? Not yet.
You tell me. Can you say that?
Why would I say it? What do that mean?
That's what you said when you were there. And you also have a very distinct voice.
I don't say nothing like that. I don't know what that means. What do that mean?
Oh, that's just what you said when you're walking up and you're talking
Why would you
to
want me to say it?
the guy in the driveway.
Why would you want me to say it?
So that I can compare it to what I heard on the video. Right?
I'm not gonna say nothing.
Okay. I'm just saying.
You saying you knew I was there already, so why you want me to say it?
Well,
Anything.
I can say that you're there all day. And I can prove that you're there, and I can prove what happened because.
You can prove I was there? Sure.
Yeah, because everything is on video, man.
26. Yeah, the 26th. That's the 26th. That's the day I couldn't go to work because I had my baby with me.
Okay.
And my baby mama, she wasn't trying to come get him. And I didn't go to work on that day.
Okay. Where were you?
I was in the house.
Is that what you're gonna go with? That's what you're gonna stick with? You're never at the house or anything?
No, I wasn't at the house. I see the photos that you got.
Yeah, I can get you still photos of it. Doing good? You still want me to get warm water or cold water? Alright. Give you this one. You can grab it, you can hold it if you want.
I don't know.
You don't need to.
And that supposed to be me? Or somebody else?
I know it's you. I can print off a couple more, but I don't know if that's going to convince you or not. But just so you know, I'm not lying to you
I know you ain't lying.
on any of this. Okay?
All three suspects in the Coon Rapids triple homicide were indicted on multiple counts of first-degree murder, upgrading their initial charges of second-degree murder. Alonzo Pierre Mingo, identified as the alleged gunman, was found guilty by a jury on multiple counts, including 4 counts of first-degree murder. In September 2025, Mingo was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Demetrius Trenton Schumpert, who participated as an accomplice in the robbery, was indicted on 6 counts of first-degree murder. Prosecutors sought an aggravated sentence against him, citing the particularly cruel treatment of the victims, the involvement of 3 or more active participants, and the fact that the crime occurred in the presence of 2 minor children. On November 20th, 2025, Demetrius Schumpert was found guilty on all counts of first-degree murder and faces the same mandatory life sentence without the possibility of parole when he is sentenced in January of 2026. The third co-defendant, Omari Malik Schumpert, was convicted in December 2025 on 5 counts of first-degree murder.
Okay, so this guy right here, he's actually somehow, you guys know how, has access to Facebook. Now, I don't know if he is having someone else post on his Facebook or if he's posting it, acting like, I don't know. Um, but he actually was on Facebook. If you notice, the other guys got charged. They originally were charged with 6 counts of first degree murder or whatever. And so this guy's on there talking about, you see, he got sentenced to 5 charges in December this month. And that's why the footage is being released in December, because now that they've all been convicted, they're allowed to release the footage. That's why it's like become a big thing this month. That's why it's been viral this month. But he was on there talking about, I beat 1 murder charge, 5 more to go, like making a mockery of it. Like his family is taking pictures of him in the courtroom where I don't think they're supposed to even be taking pictures. He's now cut off the dreads. Um, yeah, he's now cut off the dreads and he's got just the dark hair on top. But yeah, he's a whole hot mess, which we're gonna see in a second. But before that, let me get this. But it is a hard watch for sure. With the kids being involved and the fact that they could have seen that, and I mean they did see it obviously. My prayers is that they don't remember that, but sadly they probably will. Um, let's see here. Just looking for this next video, guys. I'm like, where the hell do I find that at? I found it. Okay. So this YouTuber actually had all of the paperwork for all this. So I'm going to show just a little bit of this video because she explains, I believe it's on this video, she explains what was going on and why they targeted that house. I believe it's her. Let me make sure. She shows the video and stuff too.
The situation was extremely overwhelming, it left me wondering, why did they target this house?
Okay.
Why home, big mansions and big estates? You normally have entry points. You point cameras in the fence connected to the cartel. So the father, Mario, he had been connected to the cartel. He had been sending money back to Mexico, and he had a storage unit where he had large amounts of narcotics. Now, after this situation happened, the police issued within hours a search warrant to his storage location where he was known and he had been under surveillance. So the father and his behavior and the mother, who also was sending money back to Mexico, they were the reason why these guys targeted this home. Okay? So let me bring up a news clip that kind of gives you guys the ins and outs on what this father brought onto his unsuspecting children. Now, there's a lot of situations where, you know, and by no means am I saying that he deserved to die or anything like that, but the actions and the stuff that you get involved with can not only impact you, but your loved ones. This is a situation where he was involved in some nefarious activity and it brought trauma to his wife, his kids, his stepson was unalived, and all of this happened in front of their babies because of a lifestyle that was happening. Now, let me pull up this news clip and bring you guys up to speed on everything that they found in his storage unit.
Search warrant from January 26th that's dated 4:30 timestamp. That's just 4 hours after the shooting. And one of the victims of the shooting, 39-year-old Mario Trejo Estrada.
So the family, who was in the house was the husband, the wife, her 20-year-old son, and then the two babies. So the husband and the wife were involved in the cartel sending money to Mexico, and the police had them under surveillance for the last month. They weren't sure where they had the belongings. They didn't know if they were in the house or if they were in this storage unit. Then the shooting happened and police went to the storage unit, and that's when they found all of this. They were able to get a search warrant then for the storage unit. Within like 4 hours of the shooting, they were at the storage unit because clearly those guys thought that the money and things would be at the house.
Is named in this search warrant. The court documents actually spelling out a months-long investigation into Estrada, who it turns out was being tracked by a violent crime task force for selling illegal narcotics. Detectives followed him across the Twin Cities and found evidence that both he and his wife, Shannon Youngworth, were sending money to Mexico. On January 24th, officers tracked Estrada's truck to a storage facility in Golden Valley and wondered whether that was a spot where he kept the drugs. 2 days later, Estrada, his wife, and his son were shot dead. And according to these documents, 911 dispatchers heard someone on the phone asking about money. As for that,
all right. So as you see, they found all of these substances in that storage unit that was tracked by cops. So they had been under surveillance before.
Blicky, this is the UPS driver incident that you were talking about that you asked me to show. This is the other information after the fact. The cops had been there was a whole investigation going on in this family um, by the police before this shooting happened.
That. So the cops had been keeping an eye out on them, and it sounds like they were very close to an arrest of Mario. But before the cops was able to move in, these guys, I guess they must have got the drop and found out that he had this activity going on, and they went to go try to get it. All right. So let me pull up some more information that I was able to uncover. Now, as it pertains to the son, he was not connected in this in any way. There was a lot of reports of, his activity, and it showed that the son was not connected in this ring of sending money back to Mexico. The son who lost his life, the 20-year-old boy, was a hard-working guy, and he was supposed to be at work that day. So, unfortunately for him, he normally at that time would have been at work, but the night before this all went down, his boss wrote him a text message and told him that because the workload was slow.
Yeah, so basically he wasn't
that
there.
He didn't have to come into work. Now, let me pull up this for you guys that I was able to pull up on the Sun and read to you guys what it says. So in this post right here, it says, 20-year-old Minnesota man killed during a house invasion by a suspect dressed as a UPS worker was a kind, caring person who was home at the time of the attack only because he had an unexpected day off from work. Jorge Reyes lived with his mom, Shannon, and his stepfather, Mario, in Coon Rapids, Minnesota. All three were shot to last Friday after the noon local time, when a man wearing a UPS uniform came to their door and was able to get inside the home. Prosecutors said in a criminal complaint, 2 children under 5 were there, and they were the siblings of him. And it says they were also at the home, but they were not physically harmed.
Okay. So he was supposed to be at work that day. He actually had a good job. They say he was not involved in any of that, that it was just the mother and the father. Sadly, he was there that day and wasn't supposed to be. But let me show you this guy. Jeez. Let's see here. Let me get his name right. Because, of course, he's not going by his government name on Facebook. All right, let me scroll down because there's a lot on here. And I think he wants to be a rapper too. Like, ugh. Crazy. August 13th. Trying to go back to where all this happened. Because he has a bunch of posts. And he's posting his child. It's like, you did this in front of children and you had your own child. Yeah, makes so much sense. February 10th. February 8th. Okay. But yeah, so like I said, either someone's posting or he's got a phone in there. So this is one of the guys. This is the guy that I told you where his mugshot was up there he had the blonde hair. He was like the third guy that they waved in at the end. This is his Facebook. Let me get to where he said, "Don't make me mad, okay?" Like, what? False assumptions, don't believe in the blogs and captions. When shit go all bad, I hold my head high. You see here, talking to Quay Quay through the jail calls from Secure. So Quay Quay is his child. And that's him. You see him there with the dreads, just like in the mugshot photo. So that's him. Like I said, he's posting on here. So, uh, can I get some numbers? Like, what? I'm in the county eating chow mein. I did time. I lost it all. I'm coming home. Just watch me ball. So I don't know who that is. I mean, maybe that's him with just longer dreads. Uh, People gonna leave you any chance they get, or when you do something as terrible as what you did. Um, he said, "Be the man. When I come home, they left me alone when I was gone." Like, oh look, there's one of the pictures. This was July 16th, 2024. Trial and tribulations, like smiling in the courtroom. His family's taking these photos. They're probably not even supposed to be taking these photos. Um, that shit's crazy. Oh, there he is again. Bigger, better, and stronger. There he is with his haircuts. Uh-uh-uh. So, I mean, he's posting all this stuff. When the feds got you sitting on top of a mountain, you'll think you've seen it all. With MB to call with tears on your face. I know, gone. Be straight. That's just the price of being great. What? He said I was down bad on my back and certain people left me clueless. Like he's just posting nonstop on Facebook. I think I missed one where he said he beat five, or he beat one of them five down, or he said I beat one five down. I'm innocent or something. It's in this spew of whatever it is. Oh, here it is. One count of first degree murder dropped and six more to go. Well, I think he got that wrong. I think it was five more to go. But I they never said he was smart. So, um, but yeah, he says one count, but he ended up getting charged. He ended up getting convicted of five counts. Everybody praying on my downfall. I'm fixing to do life behind these walls. Everybody switching up. So call homies, even answer a jail call. And bitches ran off with money they could have asked for. But at the end of this, I'm going to make sure I have the best outcome regardless. I'm one of the realest ones that you can ever meet. I stand on business in the courts and in the streets. And that's just always going to be me. Like, this shit get bad. Just hold your head up. Okay, listen to this shit.
I put my back against the wall, why it fall on me. She ran off with my lawyer money to buy a Lulu and sneak. She could have asked for it, I ain't never been cheap. I sat down when I prayed and I stretched on my knee. Another person died on the shopping spree. Thought he got the word, that's for OPP. And I called my phone, said they pushing peace. Big guy here trying to troll Keith. I told him let me out cause I'm the heart of the streets. When I go to trial, I'm gonna beat all three. All my loved ones get a call from me. I ain't forget the ones that forgot about me. Thinking about my kids, I know they all need me. I talk to Mary mama, she my heart as we speak. Can't talk to Quada mama, she press 9 to block me. Amari mama bogus, she ran off with the cheese. My motion got denied and I feel my knee. Felt like my jaw locked cause it was hard to speak. It finally slipped out and I said, Allah please. Clothes fell and I wrapped in the sheet. From my last celly, he was crying to sleep. Phone call, press 5 to speak. On the phone, venting about what I seen. 1 minute remaining, yeah, I hate when it beat.
Like, and then he's going to shout out all three of his baby mamas. One of his baby mamas he loves and still talks to, it sounded like. Number two, I don't remember. And number three, he said ran off with the money. Because he says some woman took thousands of dollars of his when he went to jail. Do I really matter to the rest? I know for me, I matter. I respect me. I acknowledge. Like, come on. He said they're ducking his jail calls. It's unnecessary. They might try to take my freedom, but one thing they can't take is my hope and your Facebook, apparently. Look, there's another one. They're sneaking that picture. I guarantee you he calls them on the jail phone and is like, don't forget, When you're in there, get a picture of me. Let me know when you're about to take it so I can smile. What goes through their head? I'm going out with a fight and not like a sucker. Round one, free the face. So that's December 10th. So that's when he got convicted. Like, does he think that the judge might not look at his Facebook or that the police are looking at this shit? He's literally like making a mockery of the fact that he was involved in doing this to three people while two babies under the age of 5 watched. They watched their sibling, their dad, and their mother be taken out of this world. Like, it just. Mm. He said, I ain't with all that clout chasing shit. Y'all better get the out of, you see it. Condolence to the to that family. Condolence to that family. Free me. I'm innocent and I'll never be done fighting. Uh Free me, Ambro. You can't walk in my shoes, so don't put your opinion on it. Oh, I'm gonna put my opinion on it. Um, Never held my head down. I was 10 toes about it. So there you go. There's one of them that was involved in it. Let me go back to YouTube for a second. Now that we've seen that, riveting information. It is, madams, it is. Like somebody said, maybe he feels like he's protected. Maybe I don't know. Maybe the cartel did an inside job, set them up. I don't know. I feel like they probably knew that they were pushing weight, that they knew that they were involved, so they just assumed, oh, well, if they're doing all this business, they got money in the house. Like they've got to have that shit in the house. When the whole time they didn't keep anything at the house. It was all in storage. Um, so they didn't know that part, you know. But I did see somebody say maybe it was an inside job from the police, like the police told him, like you didn't. Well, what was crazy is you didn't even know, like I don't even think you knew the whole story, but at that time, I think it was CP might have said something like that. Maybe it was the police, and they were investigating them for a month. And there's all kinds of talk. There's a documentary, and I can't remember what it's called. I had to look it up, where they talk about like the Baltimore City Police and how there was like I guess 10 cops that got indicted for robbing people and like taking stuff from people. And a detective actually got pew-pewed in the head. And they say that he did it to himself for money, for insurance money, and all kinds of stuff. It's a crazy documentary, but there is corruption in the police. So it's not a reach to think maybe they had been investigating them for a month, thought they had some money, put that info out to somebody else, and that's what happened. I mean, who knows? I don't think we'd ever know if it did happen. They did one on the LAPD. This was about the detective that had passed away, and I can't remember his name, but yeah, they had taught that was part of like they're trying to figure out because it's never been solved, and then they actually changed it to suicide. They said he did it to himself. And people were like, "Why would he what?" Like they were following up on another case and there was another detective on the scene and they're saying that he ran back there, popped two shots, like he fired twice up in the air and then did it to himself because he did get unalived by a police issued firearm. I always wondered if the other detective was the one who was in on it.
Walking the Boys in the Hood TV.
Okay.
And he executed 3 people in front of their children in Minneapolis in 2024. Now, this entire murder was caught on tape at the victim's home. Alonzo Mingo is a resident of Minneapolis, but Alonzo Mingo was originally from Chicago, and he has an extensive criminal background stemming all the way back from the time he lived in Chicago area. Now,
This is another guy that was involved. This is another one of the UPS guys. The one that I talked about was the one that was in like the orange and black. He didn't have the actual UPS. He was the third guy. So this is like the main guy that he's talking about.
Other man that's also involved in this murder robbery
that guy.
is Demetrius Shumpert. Now, Mingo
The Schrumper guy, this guy right here, he's the one we saw being interviewed by police He's the one that asked, "It ain't no big dog, is it?"
Demetrius both met back in Chicago, where they both resided at.
But you've known him all the way back to Chicago, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, Mingo, during his time in Chicago, he had a total of 5 felony convictions. One of the most serious charges that he had was in 2015 when he was arrested for attempted murder and also aggravated battery with the discharge of a firearm. Now, he would go to jail for the aggravated battery charge, and eventually he would be released out of prison on parole. But he would violate that charge in 2018 while in Minnesota. Mingo, along with a few other men, would be arrested at a BP gas station in which Mingo was accused of selling drugs. During the arrest, police would find a firearm which would come back stolen from Chicago, Illinois. Now, because Mingo's prior convictions, he is not allowed to own any form of firearms. This would lead to Mingo being sent back to prison, this time for 57 months. But eventually, in 2023, he would be out on a supervised release. And not long after being released, he would start working at UPS. But even with this new start on life, Mingo never let go of the street life. And at some point, sometime,
That's how he got the UPS uniform. He used to work there.
being out for a short while, he would find his way back
you, Francis.
into the dope game. And that's when he would cross paths with Mario Estrada. Now, Mario Estrada had a history of drug convictions. One in West
Estrada was the dad in the home that they unalived. This is how they connect.
Wisconsin for intent to sell cocaine, and another in Minnesota for 5th-degree drugs. And in the fall of 2023, Mario would be on the radar of authorities of suspected drug trafficking. And in October, Minnesota Ramsey County Violent Crime Enforcement would obtain a warrant and would have Mario under surveillance.
Search warrant. The court documents actually spelling out a months-long investigation into Estrada, who it turns out was being tracked by a violent crime task force for selling illegal narcotics. Detectives followed him across the Twin Cities and found evidence that both he and his wife, Shannon Youngworth, were sending money to Mexico. On January 24th, officers tracked Estrada's truck to a storage facility in Golden Valley and wondered whether that was a spot where he kept the drugs. As for that storage unit, here's what the officers say they found. Several bags of mushrooms, several bags of suspected marijuana, some bags filled with suspected meth, other bags filled with white powder.
Now, also that same month, Alonzo Mingo would quit his job at UPS. Now, it's unclear on how or why, but weeks later, Alonzo Mingo would obtain Mario Estrada's home address. Now, authorities do believe that Mario Estrada had an outstanding drug debt to an unknown party. And whether that was Mingo himself or that third party, Mingo was there to collect that drug debt. But Mingo would not go by himself. He and his friend from Chicago, Demetrius, and Demetrius' brother, Omari, would all get together and decide to go pay Mario a visit. Now, on Friday, January 26, 2024, Mario Estrada, his wife, Shannon Youngworth, and Mario's stepson, Alexander Reyes, were all inside their home with their 2 kids when there was a knock at the door. Outside was Alonzo Mingo, dressed up in his UPS outfit, holding an empty cardboard box. Now, when no one answered the door, Mingo would walk away. But that's when Reyes would head out the door and go outside to catch up to Mingo. On camera, you can see them having a brief conversation, and that's when Mingo and Demetrius would pull out a gun and force their way into the house. Moments later, you would see Mari come running up with a ski mask on his face also.
So Mari is the one that we just saw his Facebook.
As the men were inside the house, they would have sought Reyes, and Mingo was leading the charge. One of the first questions he would ask was, where was Reyes' mother's bedroom at?
She's right there.
Now, inside the bedroom, you'll see his mother on her camera phone, and immediately she began to yell out to her husband that someone had a pistol on Reyes.
And she also called 911.
She'll eventually get out of the bed, and that's when Mingo barged into the bedroom with Reyes, demanded money from Youngworth. Now, I'm not sure if this door is connected to another room, but as you see in the video, Mingo forces both Reyes and his mother inside this area, demanding money. He will also call out Mario by his name.
I know. Hey, Mario, Alberto, come on with the money, man.
And this right here lets you know that this wasn't just some random house that they chose. This was a targeted attack. Now, while pleading for her life, somehow was able to call 911 and leave the line open.
911, what's the address for the emergency?
Afterwards, Mingo would then drag the mother, Jongsworth, into the living room, demanding the money. Now, in the kitchen area is Omari holding a gun to Mario Estrada. Now, it's hard to see what is going on off camera, but there seems to be some type of safe that the mother is pointing at, claiming that the money is inside of there. So eventually she opens it up, and you can hear Mingo being upset about how much money was inside there.
Open. Where is that? This ain't all. So I see y'all gotta figure out. All the money we have. This ain't nothing. That's all we have.
But moments later, there's a gunshot coming from the kitchen. Mario Estrada is shot in the head by Amari Shumpert. Now, this is when the gunmen run into the kitchen to see what was going on. Now, while they do...
See, that's Maury that's saying that he is innocent and he didn't do anything. It wasn't like he was just the third, which I called him the third guy that walked up, but he's the one who actually let off the first round and did what he did in the kitchen while the other two guys were in there trying to get the cash. So the father of the home knew the one guy that's in the UPS uniform, the one that was holding the empty box. He was connected to the father because of Ruggs. But the one that actually walked out down the driveway, that was their 20-year-old or her 20-year-old son. So he did not know him, but the father did. They were leaving and the son walked out to get them. Yes. Exactly. So it wasn't just random. He even called his name in there. But yeah, the guy who's screaming his innocence is the one who did the first unaliving. And then the other guys, I think, went through the house and did what they did.
This, Shannon Jonesworth would run back to the bedroom and Mingo would follow directly behind her. And inside the bedroom, as she could be heard crying out and screaming, Mingo would point the gun to the back of her head and shoot her. Heading back into the kitchen area, you can see the gunman scrambling inside of the kitchen. And moments later, one of the men shoot Reyes in the head. And they begin to go through the cabinet still looking for this money. But eventually, all three men would flee the scene. Now, because the 911 line was still open, officers would arrive moments later to find a horror scene. Once the officers began their investigation, they would realize that the family had cameras all over the home, and they would obtain this footage. Also, they would be able to grab the license plate number off Alonzo's car from a nearby pole outside. And with the license plate number, the detectives will put out a bolo for Mingo's car. And at around 3 p.m., Mingo will be pulled over by patrol officers and will be arrested. Officers would find Mingo's cell phone, which he attempted to toss out the car before being pulled over. Also, while searching the vehicle, officers would find a backpack which contained a brown UPS uniform and vest. Mingo will be charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder. Weeks following Mingo's arrest, both brothers Amari and Demetrius would also be charged with multiple counts of first-degree murder. And by April of 2024, all 3 men will be indicted by a grand jury for these murders. It will be nearly a year before the trials will take place. And in fall of 2025, Alonzo Mingo will be the first up. And during Mingo's trial, it was revealed that forensics found DNA evidence from the cardboard box that Mingo was carrying that he accidentally left at the victim's home. And by the end of his trial, in September 2025, Alonzo Mingo will be found guilty of multiple counts of first-degree murder and sentenced to life without the possibility of parole. Next up will be Demetrius, and on November 19th, he will be found guilty of multiple counts of first-degree murder, and on December 12th of 2025, his brother Omari would also be found guilty on multiple counts of first-degree murder. Now, both brothers are still awaiting sentencing, and their sentencing is scheduled for early 2020.
Oh, I thought they already got sentenced. So they got convicted, not sentenced yet. So I'll definitely check that out.
26. I'd like to thank everybody from Tap.
So there's a little bit more information because I know a lot of us saw the original, I think it was Midwest Safety put out or Midwest Crime put out. I think a lot of us saw that viral video. I mean, I think it has like 7.7 million in 10 days or something. But I don't think a lot of us got the whole story of it and how it was connected. Because I know I was definitely, after seeing the viral video, I was definitely like, well, wait a second. Why did they choose that house? Did they know each other? Were all 3 of the adults involved? Like, there was questions for sure. They left the 2 little kids alive, Alyssa. So they pew-pewed the mother, the father, and the 20-year-old son. They left the 2 children that were both under 5, they left them alive. Yes, Blicky, horrifying for those babies for sure. Yeah, whenever every time like the reaction to the pew pew going off, the reaction that baby had, my anxiety was going through the roof because I thought that the reaction January 8th is my sister's. I thought the reaction to the pew pew and the baby screaming was going to make him aggravated at the baby. And I thought something was going to happen to the child for the reaction. And that was making my anxiety go through the roof. I was like, watching it, I was like, please be quiet, please be quiet. Like, I know it's hard, obviously, but when that little baby went in and protected its younger sibling at such a young age, not knowing fully what everything, your heart was racing, mine too, not knowing the full spectrum of or the full scope of what happened, and that little baby knew to go in there and drag the baby away from mom, like, you can't see this, you can't see our mother that way. At such a young age, that instinct took over in that child, and that child chased down that baby and was like, "No, no, 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 no." Like, "You no," and drug them by the foot out of the room into the living room, like, "You're not gonna do this." That shook me for sure. Good night, Francis. That was heartbreaking. But just the sheer reaction of that child every time the gun would go off. Um, and I think that's because they watched the first happen and realized, "Oh shit, when that goes off, something bad happens to my loved one." Plus the ringing in the ears. And if you've ever been, I mean, I shoot at the range all the time. Um, and just having you have like soundproof, things on your ears and it's still loud. I can't imagine one going off in front of my face without ear protection. That is something that I don't know, sugar baby. I would assume with family, but I did not see anything about that. Oh, Lita, it was definitely an interesting one, a heartbreaking episode for sure, but an interesting one and a little bit dive a little bit deeper into the story for sure because I definitely had questions. I wanted to know like so much. Because I could tell obviously they knew they were coming there for something. It wasn't like they just came there randomly. Um, yeah, and you could tell like they weren't coming there thinking they had a stash of, Louis Vuitton shit and bunch of jewelry and stuff like that. So, mm-mm-mm. And they kept it all at the storage unit, probably thinking not only would that keep them safe from the police, but keep them safe from other people. Oh, uh-uh. Being the one in close range, I still have PTSD from my home getting shot up, and that was over 20 years ago. Yeah. Like, I've been close as far as, like, being, like, around it, but not so close, like, in the same room, especially, like, a closed off room. Can you imagine? Oh, mm-mm. Yeah, it was very obvious. Mm. And what's crazy is they probably are safer in prison because if if that family is attached to cartel, and not only did they take the people away from them that were attached to the cartel, but because of them doing what they did, the cartel lost everything that was in that storage unit. Although the cartel, sadly, because they're, in my opinion, savage as hell, they probably were thankful that this happened, as sad as that sounds, because if they were being investigated by cops, they said that it looked like they were ready to arrest the father of the home and the mother. They said they looked like they were going to be doing an arrest within days of this shooting happening. And that's another reason why when somebody said maybe the cops tipped him off, I was thinking, you know what? Because they had been investigating, they had everything lined up. They had, I believe they even had the search warrant already, even before the shootings for the storage unit, because they thought maybe that was the place they were hiding it. So their arrest was coming. Mm-mm-mm. Could have been they wanted them maybe they wanted them to do it so they knew whether the stuff was in one place or the other. They just didn't expect it to go down that way. I mean, who knows? I don't put anything past people these days. They empty too numb. Ugh, that's awful. I'm so glad you're okay too. It's awful. Anybody who's been through something like that, sorry that happened. Well, I hope you guys, although it was a very hard one to watch, I hope you guys were interested in this episode, is how I'll put it. And hope to see you on Thursday for another episode of True Crime with me, your host, Feminine and Fierce. So I will see you guys soon. If you come back for the malarkey, I will see you soon because I was not live last night. So we got to recap. It wasn't long last night. I don't even know what happened, but we'll get into all of it. So I will see you guys soon. I'm going to put up a warning right now for 30 minutes. I may be back before 30 minutes though. So I'm gonna do it for 10:45, but I may be back around 10:30. The only reason I do that is that way it'll put out that notification that I'll be live in 30 minutes. Because some people aren't getting notified. So, but I love you guys and I will see you soon. Bye.